in my graduating year of my physics class, I was one woman of 60 or so people graduating. And I mean, one of the reasons I joined ThoughtWorks is because of all the efforts they put into recruiting diverse people from all different backgrounds. And having that just diversity of thought in the products that we're building, because we're building things not just for men, we're building things for women and people from all different backgrounds, and we need to have everyone contributing to the solutions and what we are building. So yeah, it's really important and really exciting ThoughtWord for top company on the leadership index by the Anita Borg Institute, which means we're one of the top companies to work for women in tech. So I'm really excited and really proud of that, and excited to be here with ThoughtWorks for that. So
that's really awesome there. So what's really interesting too, I mean, I saw a presentation that you gave. It was a couple of weeks to leave, and it was, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not very technical, computer savvy in like how you guys are, but it was really a well done presentation, by what I saw. So like, can you share with us the process, like in putting together a presentation, and how did that kind of apply to anyone who is trying to, like, say, look for some type of, work or building a business per se?
So the work gone into putting together a presentation?
Yeah.
So I guess the first part is finding like a conference or event that's relevant to kind of experience that you've had. So there's some good resources out there. Like I use papercall.io, which is a website that shows you upcoming call for proposals and upcoming conferences that are looking for talks. So I found a conference that was full stack conference, suitable to maybe some of the stuff and experience I've had. And from there, it's really doing your research, drawing from experiences that you have, lots of practice. Once I put the talk together, doing some dry runs in front of your coworkers or friends and family and see what kind of questions they have, and making sure it's catered to the right audience. So trying to get to know like the audience and who you're delivering the talk to. I think that's some of the stuff that went into it. Lots of practice.
And of course, now I got to switch to this question, because you actually studied abroad during your time, getting your master's in Germany, for 4 months as research assistant. Can you share with us about how you got that, and how did that help you in your journey to becoming a software developer?
Yeah, so that was a really great experience. I got that while I studied at university at Queen's University in Kingston, Ontario, and in Canada they offer research grants for students. So I applied for one of these grants. It's called the NSERC grant, and I actually won that. It was awarded by the University of Toronto, and they had a partner research lab in Germany. So they gave me the option, if I wanted to go work out of the lab in Germany, which is really cool. The research lab was studying systems of ultra cold atoms called Bose-Einstein condensates for potentially practical applications in quantum computing sometime in the future. So really awesome experience. I think, although it's not directly related to software engineering and software development, it was all about like solving really tough problems and being able to step up and figure things out that you don't necessarily know all the solutions to. So I guess just that problem-solving mindset.
That's really great there. So let's just say, like, because I noticed, like, for example, we've seen, like, I've seen some people who have studied abroad, and that has led to them being successful. One example, like Steve Jobs, who actually spent time in India, which led to him founding Apple. And so how can that, like, change someone's perspective when they're going into the workforce? You know, whenever, like, say, like, if they're going to be working in a diverse group of teams per se.
Yeah, I mean, any diversity of experience will kind of help broaden your perspective. Even with ThoughtWorks, if you join as an entry-level developer, you spend 5 weeks in India with training from other senior thought workers and senior developers there, and you actually get to work with new hires from all around the world. So you get a very, very diverse experience and get to work with people coming from Brazil or from China, from Germany, so all over the place. And it really allows people to share their experiences and kind of what they've gone through and how they've got to where they are. And yeah, I think just kind of broadening your experience and talking to people from diverse backgrounds and getting to work with them is really helpful.
Wow. Okay, that's really amazing. So now I gotta ask, what are the challenges of being a software developer?
Well, that's another good question. Well, for one, I think there's definitely a lot of challenges that come with, being a woman in technology, for one. I think I'm very, very grateful to be at ThoughtWorks because there's so much diversity and so much support at the company. But there's definitely challenges. Like, for example, when I just gave my talk a few days ago, I was about to start my talk, and all of a sudden a man gets up in the middle of the room and interrupts me and starts talking about like his experiences and challenges me to kind of prove to him some things, some concepts about what I was going to talk about. And that was after the female keynote speaker shared an anecdote about a man interrupting her during her talk. So just like completely crazy. So I think there's definitely a lot of challenges to overcome with diversity in the tech industry in general. So that's definitely one. Other than that, I mean, we're solving really challenging problems every day. At ThoughtWorks, we are going from project to project and different clients. So we're working in different industries and with different technologies all the time. So, you always have to be learning something new and adapting as the industry is changing and as the technologies are maturing and evolving. So.
And the flip side of that question, what are the rewards of being a software developer?
The rewards are just working with so many awesome people every day and learning from them and solving challenging problems that can help contribute to society in so many different ways. Like software engineering is applicable to like every industry, and tech is everywhere. So it's really like there's really no boundaries of where it could take you. So.
All right, and now I got now for social media, enthusiasts. How important is social media for really anyone who wants to like build their career or stand up from the crowd, especially if they're trying to get into like the job that they want?
Some recommendations for
anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that really helped me, like before I joined ThoughtWorks, I went to RubyConf, a conference for Ruby developers, and got to meet so many great developers there. And I think networking is just a huge thing, like being at events like this, Grace Hopper, where there's 15,000 attendees from across the world, being able to just talk to different people, get their contact information, building relationships, just to grow, help your network.
Okay. And